My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Trap. And the trailer to this movie might just be the best trailer of the year. I thought it looked amazing, and the entire premise of a serial killer with his daughter at a concert had so much potential behind it. So I was very excited for this movie. So it brings me no joy to report that this movie sucked. It is my biggest disappointment of 2024. So let's begin talking about the cast. And Josh Hartnett, I think, does a good job. I wish he was given better material, but he is not the issue here. Ariel Donahue, I thought, did a pretty good job as well. She was very convincing. Salika Shyamalan, I thought, was terrible. Her performance never felt authentic, and it was very bad. Haley Mills really has nothing to do, and Alison Pill is fine, but the way the movie handles her character is just frustrating. So like I said, great premise to this movie, right? Well, for an hour and 45 minutes, you're just watching them ruin every bit of potential this movie had, and it's just frustrating. Like, so much of this movie is him being like, well, they've got that exit covered, let me try another one. Oh, well, that exit is covered too, let me try another one. Like, the movie never really goes in any interesting directions, and like, he gets some things to help him out, like a radio, for example, and you're just waiting for him to use it in a way that benefits him, and that moment just never comes. He meets people and he does weird things, and you're just waiting to see what M. Night has in store, and it's nothing. This movie has so much setup and no payoff. Like, I don't want to give anything away, but even the way the character escapes certain scenarios in this movie is just uninteresting. You think it would be a bit more difficult, but I guess not. And like, this dude is a serial killer. So why not show him be a serial killer? Like, you don't really see his dark side. This movie doesn't have anyone dying in it. There's no blood. There's no brutality. So it feels like one giant cop-out. On top of that, the way that things happen is just so contrived. It constantly took me out of the movie, and it's like M. Night constantly wore himself into these corners and just didn't know how to get out of them. What's that saying? That the characters are only as smart as the screenwriter, and the characters are pretty stupid. Like, especially when this guy's built up to be a mastermind, he does some incredibly stupid things. So I hated so much of this movie. I really did. But then we get to the last act, where the movie gets even worse. The movie just has no idea when to end, and it goes on and on and on and on, and you're just like, holy shit, just end already. For a movie that's only an hour and 45 minutes long, this movie drags so much. Like, by the last act, I was bored out of my mind. And speaking of bored, there's so many scenes where the concert is just happening and we're just watching them, and it's like, oh, nothing's happening in this scene. Well, that's boring. Like, it's not even a fun movie. This movie is bland. It is lifeless, and it really bums me out. And like, once again, this movie had so much potential. Serial killer, at a concert. I don't want to give anything away, but the movie doesn't deliver on any of those two aspects. A guy trapped, the movie doesn't deliver on that. And then this guy spending time with his daughter as she starts to find out the truth about him, and that has no emotional weight either. You're just watching this amazing premise fall apart, and the movie is never tense, it's never thrilling, and the ending is just absurd. When the movie ended, I'm just like, really? That's stupid. So yeah, like, I really hated this movie. In fact, talking about it now, I hate it even more. Like, I will say that the movie can be funny. I did laugh a few times, but this was an absolute miserable watch. It is way too boring for me to even consider watching again. It just didn't deliver in any possible way. Shit, you know what? I'm dropping my score. I'm giving Trap a 1 out of 10. This is one of the worst M. Night movies. It really is. And I know some people just think everything he makes is great, and I could not disagree more. He has made some great movies in the past, but I don't think he's capable of that anymore. But anyways, Trap, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin,